Hello students, welcome to all in this virtual classes. This class is meant for the BA first year students. The title of the paper is The Structure of English. Students, in this video we will learn the IPA brief illustration on the IPA, that is International Phonetic Alphabets. Subsequently we will learn the phonetics, phonology, speech sound, phone, phoneme and the minimal pairs. First of all, in the first point, IPA. Do you know students what does mean the IPA? IPA, it is the International Phonetic Alphabet. It has each symbol represents a single sound and we can transcribe any sound of any language with International Phonetic Alphabet. Actually, this is the International Phonetic Alphabet system of phonetic notion based primarily on the Latin script. It was devised by the International Phonetic Association in the late 19th century as a standardized representation speech sounds in written form used for phonetic transcription of any language. Means this International Phonetic Alphabet is used to transcribe the any sound of any language with the International Phonetic Alphabet. In the next point, that is the phonetics, the part of linguistics, the scientific study of the speech sound. The phonetic is a branch of linguistics that studies how humans produce and perceive sounds, or in the case of sign languages. The field of phonetics is traditionally divided into three subdisciplines based on the research questions involved, such as how humans plan and execute movements to produce speech. First one is the articulatory phonetics. How speech sounds are articulated, description and classification of the speech sounds. In the phonetics, the field of articulatory phonetics is a subfield of phonetics that studies articulation and ways that humans produce speech. Articulatory phoneticians explain how humans produce speech sound via the interaction of different psychological structures. Generally, articulatory phonetics is concerned with the transformation of aerodynamic energy into acoustic energy. Subsequently, the second, that is acoustic phonetics, how speech sounds are generated and how they are transmitted, the relationship between articulation and acoustic output. Acoustic phonetic is a subfield of phonetics which deals with the acoustic aspects of speech sounds. Acoustic phonetics investigates time domain features such as the mean squared amplitude of a waveform, its duration, its fundamental frequency domain features such as the frequency spectrum or even combined spectrophotometer features, and the relationship of these properties to other branches of phonetics, and to abstract linguistic concepts such as phonemes, phrases, or utterances. In the third is the point, that is auditory phonetics. Auditory phonetics means how human ears perceive speech sounds. Auditory phonetics is the branch of phonetics concerned with the hearing of speech sounds and with speech perception. It thus entails the study of the relationships between speech stimulation and a listener's responses to such stimuli as mediated by mechanisms of the peripheral and central auditory systems, including certain areas of the brain. It is said to compose one of the three main branches of the phonetics, along with acoustic and articulatory phonetics. In the next point, phonology. Phonology means how speech sounds are used in language. Phonology is a branch of linguistics that studies how languages or dialects systematically organize their sounds or signs in sign languages. The term also refers to the sound system of any particular or language variety. At one time, the study of phonology only related to the study of the systems of phonemes in spoken languages. Now, it may relate to all levels of language where sound or signs are structured to convey linguistic meanings. Phonology it is the study of systems of speech sounds and the rules which govern them. Subsequently, the speech sounds. Speech sounds are also called phonemes, are represented in writing by placing the letters used to represent the sound between slashes. So, for example, the sound that you say at the beginning of the word pot is represented by P. It is vital that teachers understand how speech sounds work. Speech sounds are not the same things as orthography. The International Phonetic Association was created to represent actual speech sounds. IPA was designed to consider grouping of sounds which are divided in the three manners or three groups, that is voiced or voiceless, place of articulation, manner of articulation, and the sound changes based on the speech context. The phone is an individual sound of speech, an elementary sound unit. The next point is the phoneme. Phoneme is the smallest sound unit in a language that distinguishes word meanings. Phoneme that it is a sound in a word that makes a difference in its pronunciation as well as its meaning from another word. There are totally 44 phonemes in the English language, which include consonants, short vowels, long vowels, diphthongs, and the triphthongs. Minimal pair. The words that have exactly the same phonemes except one. Minimal pairs are useful for determining which sounds are phonemes in a language. Minimal pair. In phonology, minimal pairs are pairs of words or phrases in a particular language, spoken or signed, that differ in only one phonological element, such as phoneme, tonere, or chroneme, and have distinct meanings. They are used to demonstrate that two phones are two separate phonemes in the language. If you see the examples, the words that have exactly the same phonemes except one, that is pit, beat, pit, pat. So the minimal pair, these are the actual words that has the exactly the same phonemes except one. In this way, students, I hope you have understood this video or the short illustration on the various points that are the IPA, phonetics, phonology, speech sound, phone, phoneme, and the minimal pairs. I hope students you have understood this very well. If you are not able to understand, you can review the video same. Thank you students. Thank you and have a good day. See you in the next video.